Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to VR Master League here on Channel 1. So right off the bat, yes, switching up the cameraman. This time you got me, I'm Palidore. The appreciation to Sir Dimwee and to Wonder T-Man for camming and casting the last one, alongside my current co-caster for this match, DocEducation. We got Invictus and last Centurions, and Doc, welcome back.
Thanks, Palidore. Looking forward to this one. This should be a fun one, yeah. Glad to see a lot of people in chat rooting on the OCE region. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome and welcome back. Again, it was a really quick shift over on the stream, so not too long. And we got the second of two matches here in this OCE block of games. And yeah, absolutely. Get the channel point, of course. Channel point prediction polls up there in just a second here. And you'll have a couple minutes starting right about now. So we can go ahead and vote on that. And yeah, we're going to be back in it here between these two teams. Invictus, last Centurions. Just saw Centurions a couple days ago on stream. Hasn't been all too long. Invictus also got a chance to stream them a little while ago, about a week or so. On last Sunday, in fact, is when we got to see them. So yeah, glad to get these streams in. Definitely these teams in this region continually surprising and continually just getting better and better. I know Dimwee was complimenting definitely what he saw in his first go around as an OCE cast.
Yeah, Dimwee joining the late crew, as I was pointing out. Palidore, obviously the king of the late crew, and I'm on the West Coast, so it's not too late for me. And I love to cast, so always good. I'm very grateful for these OCE teams for bringing us the late night entertainment.
Absolutely. And people that are already lining up in those prediction polls, of course, the channel point rewards, I'm sure as you guys are now well aware at this time, but got a lot of stuff for you to redeem, you know, including getting your games casted guaranteed by redeeming those points. So definitely a lot of people excited to participate in that. I know a lot of people also using those stream stickers. I saw them kind of being spammed there during the last round, watching that match between Hydra and Echo Japan. But that said, we're in it. And the first round launch going to be taken by Centurions, it looks like, as that gets sent immediately. Bowling ball, and that's a strike.
Wow. You gotta love those headshots that end up going in. So last Centurions getting first blood and going up by 3.
Oh my. Well, what a start for Centurions here. Off of that shot from Tipu. Well done. That's going to put them at the heels, fittingly for DeFoot, as Invictus look to collect that, but right back into the blue.
Disc is now bouncing. It's plenty of opportunities there, but roaring back is Invictus. They were behind on that one, but they ultimately caught up with some incredible stacking, and the disc is bouncing around on the ceiling. Who's going to be able to pick it up? There's a few people in the zone, but it will be Kopesh for last Centurion sending it through toward the Invictus side.
You say Aurora and back. I know you did. D-Foot with the disc here, though. Invictus with it. Sending it over to the midline, but immediately snagged from Kopesh. Kopesh, that is a mighty tough angle. The fact that that attempt was made to begin with just shows some brass on the part of Kopesh, but he gets the disc right back. Kopesh now going to have to back that out before it gets lost in the trap here. Luigi Logic tapping it.
Luigi Logic tapping it over to Tipu. That's how I'm going to say that. Daz Flyer now picking it up, looking to make the pass, but can't quite get there. Kopesh looking to stun out instead of looking for the disc. It was a little behind him in any case, and the disc is cleared out toward mid now.
And over to the trap. Taken here. Romeo, but couldn't find much more than a slap. That's all that there was even time for as Kopesh collects that. There's one in the goal, so they've got the reset if they need in the back. Meanwhile, the two players here at the station at the wedge trying to contest Kopesh. Getting a little bold there, a little bit dancy. Maybe holding on to it a little bit too long, but they still will get it to Luigi. So no harm, no foul at the end of the day.
Yep, you can't harm or foul in this game. Luckily, there are no referees. There's just code determining the action. So Disc bouncing around now, and Romeo picking it up. He's got to clear it out quickly, but it will be picked back up by a teammate there, immediately under pressure. And so OSX Vapor sending it in, but oh, off the ding ring there. What a shot.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough connection, especially from that corner slice, even if it was accurate. Not much of a window at the goalie's hands, just been right in those corners. Would have been a successful save. That said, a successful clear here. Going to go deep down, bouncing into the rebound. That's Vapor, and Vapor with a rocket of an arm. As I recall from the last time I streamed Invictus here, definitely sticks out. Vapor was pouring in those shots with some ferocity as Tipu in the midfield does recover the disc. A little more dancing as they send it through into the opposite trap.
OSX Vapor, I did end up actually playing a public match with him earlier in the day. Yeah, quite an entertaining player. Keeps a running stream of commentary. So Romeo now passes over to OSX Vapor. He'll take a shot, but in the goal there is Luigi Logic, sending it over back into the Invictus side. It was picked up on the back line by D-Foot and set back in.
Another strong arm shot. I mean, not bashful certainly of taking that, as not bashful to deal the stuns and the dusties. I mean, man, Vapor could be a boxer. Just look at that arm. That's ridiculous. Every single fling, pass, throw, punch, whatever it is, every time Vapor uses his arms, it's just it's like lightning pace. It's like I'm watching Chuck Norris, not Chuck Norris, who we saw earlier tonight, of course. That said, there it is again, and this is like watching maybe Bruce Lee even. It's just lightning fury.
Absolutely, but maybe slightly ill-advised with the goalie in there. You got to go for a pocket, and there were a couple of dings there, or the goalie's just going to be there. So I don't know. Maybe OSX Vapor just feeling it, but not quite working out there. As OSX Vapor will attempt to hit it, but goes off a teammate's head, and now bouncing around. He will recover though.
Now, without a doubt, Vapor must have a lot of room in his play space, because otherwise, there's no way. I would be so scared throwing off anything that hard. But I've always, of course, been limited by my real life space. But yeah, I'd be so scared of breaking something. Clearly here, though, nothing being broken except the helmets of the players that Vapor's punching as they go in for maybe their first score. No, couldn't find it. The pass was nice, but unfortunately read nicely and brawled was Vapor. It's going to be Max and trying to push those limits to the max, but again, a save from Luigi as they continue to fire off of these goalies with not too much success. Like you mentioned, need to just eye out down those passes lest they get saved.
Disc is now sent through the right side tube. Disc is bouncing around toward the Invictus zone. The last Centurions are together, and they do get there first. Kopesh now working his way. He's going to pass. Oh, not quite ready for it is Tipu, but he will recover and get it there. They're going to look to reset. On the shield, Kopesh. He sends it in low, and they're up by 5.
Yeah, what a great finish off of some more passing plays from Centurions. They are looking ahead at this first round so far with a shutout on Invictus, but Invictus trying to show their conviction and get back into it still with some time to spare. All they need is one to go and break that seal.
Disc is now bouncing around into the last Centurion side. It will be picked up by one of those said Centurions, but they can't get the clear, and this could be dangerous, but the stack is together. Kopesh right there. Able to react, and but stolen immediately, and there's an opportunity there, but no, what a defensive stop there by Daz Flyer.
Yeah, and seeing those particular cases, just having 3 players in the midfield, definitely a back pass option available. I think that's just where Invictus needs to kind of slow it down, because you can definitely see the potential, and we've seen it in the streams that we have made for them, or we have casted of them this season, and just needing to calm it down a little bit and find that rhythm. Like I said, they just need the one shot to go, and I think they'll be good for the round. But there's that pass, and there's the finish from Vapor, assisted by Romeo.
They had their opportunities. They dinged a few. They had some defensive stops by Centurions, but in the end, they do get on the board with 7 minutes into the round. Wow, hadn't realized that much time had passed. There's a lot of action, not a lot of scoring here, so only down by 3, only down by 1 goal is Invictus. I think you're right, Palidore. I think now that they've broken that seal, we should expect to see some more scoring, and just like that, they are back on the offense, stealing the disc, but getting it back is Tipu, and pass back to Kopesh.
Yeah, nice passes under pressure there. They get it to Tipu. Tipu's being contested pretty well by that crab-walking defender in the goal. Gets a nice leech as well. That was Romeo again. So slaps it over to the bow tie. No one there. Might just fly back towards Romeo, but instead they're going to get that disc back here. Got Kopesh slinging it out and hitting that ramp. Well, D-Foot is in the area, and 2:24 in round 1 remaining.
OSX now working along the floor, looks to make a pass. There is a teammate there. It is Maxadnasa, and Maxadnasa passes over to. Oh wow! What a move! Swim move, duck move, sending it in. OSX Vapor bringing him up. Only one down now.
Yeah, and Vapor kind of giving a little stretch after the shot, as if to say, okay, we're warmed up, we're back in this, we're only down by 1. And see, that time, just took it into the goalie, didn't get too caught up in the long fling from 3 on goalkeepers. Just made the percentages all the higher by dragging it in a little bit closer, making it tougher to catch. And that's what they needed to do, getting opportunities like that up close. And with that, they bring it really close here as we approach that last minute, and maybe a chance to take a lead with this bouncer, as it does go a little off, but a rebound about to come.
OSX now getting the disc. Oh, but stolen by Tipu. What a steal. That was a real opportunity there for Invictus, and it was taken away.
Yeah, definitely. That would have been a lead. They still might have it yet. Tipu, you can see them floating in the back line, trying to find a boost. So maybe some numbers advantages that they can get this pass connection, but just pass them instead as some brawls go out. Vapor the disc. Vapor the anchor. But getting lost there off the corner.
Vapor sending it in, like you say, with that incredible speed. Now he's got it off the net, and that will work. 17 meters a second. They go up by 1 with just a few seconds left on the clock. It'll be about 30 seconds once the timer expires.
I don't think it's a coincidence either. You see, that shot worked out because it was 5 meters deep that time on the defender. Meanwhile, that last one, that anchor shot, had missed, but it really seems like a very, very do-or-die style for Invictus. I mean, they're just going all out with these long flings, or it's basically all or nothing, but the times that they have scored have been when they've got it inside the goal, within 5 meters or less. And I think that's what Invictus definitely wants to do here, especially in going to the next round, but they need to defend for a few more seconds to take this.
Kopesh now working the way. They have an opportunity. They have 10 seconds. Tipu working his way. No! Oh, what a barely a miss. With 4 seconds left, they have the chance. Can they get it? No. Tapped out, and it will be round 1 to Invictus.
Wow, unbelievable. Looking like a goal, and then stopped right at the head of the foot, I believe it was. And that was just, hey, they took it. Like I said, it was very much all or nothing, and this time it worked out for all, at least all on the side of Invictus on blue.
Invictus struggling a bit, not putting their first points on the board until 7 full minutes in, but in those last 3 minutes, they stopped Glass Centurions from scoring at all, and they came back with 6 points. Yeah, that's gotta hurt a little bit if you're Centurions, holding them down that long and then just losing by 1. But close match and close round rather, and I expect round 2 to be close as well.
Yeah, definitely. Invictus, see, it's as we said, I mean, once that cap is broken, it happens so much. You just see that mental relief almost. And it's like, okay, now that we've seen the disc go through the goal once, next time around it'll be easier. We're not so worried about breaking that scoreless streak anymore. So once they got it going, yeah, it was just kind of rapid fire after that for the last few minutes and got those scores all consecutively. 5-0 for Centurions, and then it was a 6-0 run from Invictus.
So let's see who can get in. Last round, it started with a headbutt from Tipu going in for 3. So let's see if the last Centurion stack will win this joust in round 2.
Absolutely, and I will hydrate at least once or twice, courtesy of Crazy Kit, of course, in just a second here. Thank you guys for joining. Silver Ridge as well in there. Soggy Bunnings and Gish Nishgu. And let's go to round 2, as it will be Tipu with a clear out.
I just hydrated. Thank you very much for the reminder. Definitely need that. Got to keep our casting voices nice and well-oiled if we're going to deliver the juice to you time and time again. So just like that, stealing the juice and stealing the juice back and the juice is sent in. Everything's juice. I don't know if anybody's an XQC fan, but juice, juice, juice.
Oh,
Juice is whatever you want it to be. Max at NASA sends in the juice. Juice is stolen by Luigi Logic. Sent in. Okay, maybe I'll stop now. D-Foot gets the disc, and it looks to control it for Invictus.
It's pretty evident the juice is loose. I was looking at if someone maybe word snuck that in 100 times. That's set over there to Vapor. Vapor after a pretty good first round. It's a pretty great shot found from 43 meters deep.
Well,
wow.
We had no doubt about Vapor's confidence to shoot with speed and shoot from any position. And from 43 meters, Vapor sends in a 16-meter rocket to bring Invictus up by 3.
Yeah, what a hit. Full confidence, and that time working out. No one in the zone for the save. With that Daz Flyer from that tunnel. Has to avoid Romeo and does so. Although not able to avoid Vapor's stuns there was Tipu, as it does get cleared again and picked off at the opposite side. So a lot of contesting and possession exchanges. Neither team holding on to it for too long this last flurry.
OSX now working along the floor. Maybe look to pass, but no. OSX looking to shoot. OSX scoring the disc. 5-point lead now for Invictus.
Man, fully warmed up, without a doubt. OSX, Vapor, and Invictus here. That extending to the last round now. That's 11 straight points, uncontested from Invictus. Last Centurions really needing to find once again some of that calmness and just that rhythm that they had found earlier on. They've been scoreless for a good while, and another turnover is going to be damaging for Invictus here if they can't take care of it. So I like to see the slowdown and just trying to drag out the defenders maybe and brawl out the stacks if they can and get something going again.
Yeah, absolutely. They're really settled in now is Invictus, although that pass not connecting, and Kopesh will pick it up.
Whoa.
Look to shoot immediately. Wow. That was a bold one. Daz Flyer will pick it up along the floor and pass it back over to Kopesh, but can't quite connect. Oh, lucky bounce. Kopesh passes it to, Tipu can't quite get there, and the disc will get caught and cleared out, or nope, not quite cleared out, stolen. Daz Flyer picks it up. Let's see, can they do it on offense now?
Yeah, a little bit of a pile-up. A good pass, though, bouncing the way of Flyer, but Daz getting stunned out by Max. Another pick here by Kopesh. Has some angles, maybe for a cross. Not a lot of momentum behind it, but they do got the cutters. Luigi there, looking for maybe Tipu on a potential oop. Either that or just painting a corner, but it doesn't work out for them as Max tosses it down the lane, awaiting the recovery, looks like, of Centurions here.
Centurions get the disc now. They look to clear it. Can't quite get it on the back line there is D-Foot. So bouncing into the blue bubble. It will be picked up. No, the stack for Centurions, just both players flying right by it and missing an opportunity there.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to leave them hurting, especially throughout the context of this match. I mean, especially when that was an open 3 to break a 4, actually even longer scoring drought extending to the first round. So that would have been massive for Centurions, but just a slight overshoot will cost them. And again, the control from Invictus and kind of playing it a little bit slowly, waiting for those stacks to be aggressors here.
Romeo looking to make a pass. Max at NASA now not under any pressure. Got the stun out. And so, but stolen by Tipu. And Tipu now looking to crab walk a little bit. Looking to pass, but teammate maybe not looking for the disc and bounces around. It looks like Invictus will pick it up.
All right, Romeo with a disc, and it'll be grabbed by Kopesh. Kopesh, another brave fling. This one with some serious results. Kopesh slaying it from 38 meters.
Wow. Neither of these two teams showing any fear or hesitance. If there's an open goal, they're shooting for it. So with that, last Centurions immediately back in the game, only down by 2 with 5 minutes left here.
What an insane fling that was. That was a tough angle, weaving it through and managing to not hit the nugget or the barrier. Incredible hit, and that is a serious burst of something positive I would feel for Centurions here, but they do have to defend again.
They do have to defend, but they have recovered now. Invictus looking to get their offense rolling. What a pass there. What a save by Luigi Logic. Wow. What a save.
Playing a little yo-yo off the barrier. Wow, that was nearly a self-goal, but credit to Luigi, still had the reflexes to check it back in and check it back off the backboard. There's Tipu, there's an attempt just outside the range, but will be grabbed yet by Kopesh with another fling. The accuracy on those throws from Kopesh is something to behold.
Absolutely, as is the defense from Invictus, coming in with some serious stuns and steals there, and really making life difficult for last Centurions. As the disc bounces around, it's Maksat Nasa sending it through over to the Centurion side. Disc is bouncing around, but no, too many people are stunned out. Maksat Nasa is going to get there, but the defense has already recovered.
And now just driving it in, kind of one-on-one. Oh, the rebounded dunk to the max, to the moon. NASA indeed. That was nasty. 7-3.
That was nasty, and whether it was an attempted shot that was missed, or we'll just say that was just a steezy move. Really beautiful to see. Maksat Nasa staying in the game all throughout that. Got the disc after the stun out, followed it up, got the backboard rebound, and put it in.
Yeah, one of those situations where you say, yeah, that was a shot at first, maybe, but you know, because of the positioning, just kind of straight down on the drive, it just turned into a self-pass. And either way, kind of giving yourself multiple opportunities to score. And with that, a ricochet back to the tunnel, and it's a 7-3 lead for Invictus. Less than 3 minutes left here in round 2.
OSX Vapor looking to make the pass, but it bounces off the wedge, so it will be loose a little bit. Who's going to get there? It'll be Romeo looking to reset to D-foot. Luckily, OSX Vapor is there. That pass is connected, so Maksat Nasa doing a little bit of styling on the floor, but getting stunned out. And now last Centurions have an opportunity as the disc is bouncing around toward the blue zone.
And trying to gather their stacks, but not quite quick enough, as it will leave some time here for Invictus to get that recovery, as well as a very deep fling. Now missing the arms of anyone. 2:20 left, and Centurions need to cause another turnover, get that disc back, that is to say, and get back into their offense soon. Otherwise, that window will begin to close, as it will be taken, spun, but not won. Kopesh the grab.
Sent over into the trap area, and who's going to get there? Oh, it's OSX Vapor. So looked like the goalie will go out of goal. Kopesh is able to tap it out, but Romeo is right there looking to reset for Invictus. Invictus now making a move. Oh, shot. Not quite there, blocked by the crossbar, and last Centurions will look to clear it through.
All right, stacks super important here, especially with that overshoot in the midfield, but they need to get some chains. There it is, Kopesh and Tipu trying to claim that disc. They'll get there. The goal is momentarily open, but not for long. Dancing on the floor, but now just into the ground, and it will be taken back actually by Daz Flyer, so just came right back to him and yo-yoing it back to the station, where it will bounce eventually to the Echo logo. Luigi Logic a fling quickly. And 1 minute left, a little bit over that, but time is starting to wind to a close here.
Time winding down. There is still time on the clock for Centurions to come back, but they're going to have to do it quickly. And D-foot with control of the disc, all they really have to do, Invictus, is slow it down and save some time off the clock. So Tipu now has the disc, and can't quite connect with the teammate. So that'll waste even a little bit more time, and the time is winding down, as you say, Palidore.
Yeah, and diving out of the goal now, that goalie, very, very well aware of the situation. Luigi there, knowing that they can't afford really to be hanging back all too much now. I mean, the pressure needs to be intense. Well, with that, I mean, just draining the clock, they can just run it down with the passes alone, and they're doing just that. So with a slap into the bubble and a recovery at the shoulder, that math is about out in terms of the comeback situation. Not going to be there, as one more flies right past into Luigi's hands.
Yeah, so it looks like we'll go round 2 and the match to Invictus. A couple of very close matches or rounds rather, that we had. I'm a little sad that we don't get to see a round 3, but Invictus definitely earning the win here.
Yeah, in the sweep, and after again coming from being down 5-0 to start off the first half or so of that first round. I mean, it took them quite a bit to get their first score in, and then once they did, you know, they carried it through all the way to the end of the second round, to their full credit for sure, and were able to really hold the Centurions, last Centurions here to only 3 points essentially in the final, 15 minutes of gameplay extending back to round 1. So really doing some good work in that department.
Absolutely, Palidore with some incredible defense and just incredible control of the disc. Even though Invictus didn't end up scoring a lot, they had a lot of opportunities and just really controlled the passing there. As we see the match statistics powered by Ignite coming up, we do indeed see that Invictus had 65% of the attempts on goal. So that's a 2-to-1 ratio, and it's just hard to win when the other team gets 2 shots at the goal for every 1 that you do.
Yeah, definitely a lot of shots. I mean, a lot of them at first again were saved at the beginning, kind of being bold with it, and ambitious shots being taken just from outside that bubble on Luigi Logic in the goal, which, as I mentioned at the time, especially knowing the personnel, knowing the goalkeeping ability, you're not going to get a lot of those shots through the likes of Luigi, especially from 3 when he's in that goal. So over time, however, they adjusted. They started bringing in just a little bit closer, not even necessarily head on, but even just, from 8 or 9 meters, just bringing it into 3, 4, 5, 6, that kind of general area. There was enough speed at that point behind the moves, behind the shots to work it through the defense enough times for success for Invictus. So once they made that adjustment, once they kind of calmed it down a few minutes into the stream and later into the first round, that's when they really turned it into their favor. And yeah, as a result, the 2-round sweep, as you see there. But like you said, definitely always wishing for those round 3s, and we've gotten so many of them today for those who tuned in earlier on. I mean, we've had Tint match. There is no team versus Phoenix. They had an overtime in round 1 and overtime in round 2. We had the Femboys versus Glizzy Gobblers. Had a double overtime in that first round. A lot of competitive 3-round series here tonight.
Great entertainment on a Saturday night, Palidore. I don't know what's up for tomorrow night, but I know we've got the last week of the first cycle of the 3rd season of VRML coming up, and the Challenger Cup. So it's all coming up, and it's all super exciting stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So with that kind of break week of sorts coming up ahead, that's another reason here, just getting through all these casts that we can to kind of end it up before we get a little bit of a casting break until the next weekend Challenger Cup. So with that, of course, appreciation for the hydration redemptions and such. Keep reminding us to drink. Admittedly, not that I've needed too many reminders this time. It's easy when the voice is still fresh and healthy. Sometimes it's easy to forget not to drink enough, but then as of this weekend, I'm definitely remembering to do it frequently regardless. But appreciate that, and everyone who, again, participated in the channel point redemptions and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's always appreciated. Asking about the matches here today. There may be another match here for OCE, but not for at least an hour and a half. Kind of was on the line about whether or not I'd be able to cast it just because of the time zones and such. But I think we'll probably be able to get at least one more, but not for an hour and a half or so. There is Leviathan versus Horseman, as well as Talos versus Invictus. So Invictus playing again a little bit later in the night. And shout out as well, by the by, to Jammer 817 with the Prime Gaming subscription. Appreciate that very much. And glad you're here to jam with us. That was a pretty fun stretch of matches, the last couple here in OCE. So thank you for that. Challenger Cup Pawn Stream, that is next weekend. That is for the North American and European Master Division, essentially. The lower Master teams, the lower couple Master teams, and then the top Diamond teams. They all go into a cup to essentially face off to see who gets those Master slots. So basically you have Master teams fighting to stay in Master, and you have high Diamond teams facing to earn a slot in Master. So that is next weekend. For exact details and times, just check the VRML website or the announcements page in the very near future for all the full details on that. But yeah, big deal. Not here in OCE because of the lower amount of teams overall, but with North America and Europe, they have that promotion relegation style. OCE, I'm sure, with the continued growth at the current rate, it won't be too long before we see something like that here soon. So But yeah, that's what it's all about. Anything left you want to leave off with here, Doc, before we part?
I'll just say, yeah, I can't wait to the day when OCE does have its own Challengers Cup. I really love the growth of this region, and anyone out there in the OCE region watching this stream, or maybe on VOD, get in the game, join us. We'd love to see you in the arena.
Yeah, absolutely, and cheers to that. Yes, Crazy Kit and Soggy, I think we'll probably do Leviathan versus Horseman. Sounds reasonable to me. An hour and a half from now, but until then, thank you guys for watching as always. I've been Palidore, that's been DocEducation. Cheers to Sir Dimwee and Wonder Team Man for camming and casting that last match here, Hydra and Echo Japan. Until next time, be happy, healthy, safe, and good to each other, and we're gonna see you again pretty soon.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.